we're back in the middle of the battle with again a couple of sea spawns after being tripped a trap, net trap with some poison spikes on it. The spikes themselves were pretty ineffective. We managed to get him out of the net just as two spawn were coming around, and they were enveloped in darkness. And
Big Ben sees.
And we pick up on Ben's turn. So it's how's it go?
Big Ben sees the darkness and he's like, "Freak that! Get away from it! Can't see what's in it! Oh shit!" He readies an attack action.
Okay. Yeah. Demong had said specifically to be aware that that he's the one that put the darkness there, and he can remove it at any time. And so just kind of get in the ready, be prepared, is when they all kind of come in, or whatever it is we want to do. They're there in the middle of it. Of that, he's certain.
And we're also going to move and ready an attack action.
Okay. Alright, so this guy got to get away from his dickhead partner that already tried to waylay him once. Alright, and then let's look at what he's... Is he gonna... He kind of knows where people were at. Is he gonna go for him or not? Looks like he's gonna try to traipse out of here a little bit. Looks like he's gonna come out right. No. Yeah, right here on the edge. I'm gonna say he's in Ben and Tuck's range. Not Tuck's back. Wait, Tuck's back. Oh, I had him backwards. That's Carlito's range. Did Tuck move or? Oh yeah, he's slow though. That's right. Okay, never mind. I was trying to figure out what was going on. I just had it all messed up in my head. So Ben, yeah. Like something just poked out of the darkness at you. Like, oh shit! And then your knee-jerk reaction to swing the axe right through him, but not so good.
So he swings the axe, and I do my ready to action. I'm like, yo mama is so fat, she got to cast scrying to see her feet.
Yeah, he definitely failed that. That's a big fail. Okay, and which means he's gonna get disadvantage on his first attack. Coming out of the darkness here.
Yeah, disadvantage as an next attack roll before the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah, that caused him. That definitely caused him to miss that too, I think.
You wouldn't have missed your mother if she was in front of you. She's so fat. Can't cast it again. I just had to say it.
The second, like the follow-up jab no longer shocked him, but more riled him up, enraged him a bit. So he clocks in right on Ben a little bit. And then he's definitely going for you with that his leg tentacles, his many leg tentacles that are gonna swarm all around you here.
Oh, this is gonna awaken something.
Ooh, big damage. You're gonna get all tangled up in all of his leg tentacles here.
What's this something I said?
I think I moved Carlito when I moved last time.
I've been getting me and you confused a little bit too.
I absolutely did. Yeah.
I don't remember. I was about in that situation anyway.
Yeah, I don't know how we want to squeeze. I'll let you kind of maneuver around and squeeze in however you think. Would have made sense based on where you were.
Yeah, and I was around here anyway. I would just go with it. It's no big deal.
Okay, and it looks like Carlito, you are up.
Oh snap!
First, this go around.
Okay. This one's for Bob. Hold on.
So the first, let's see, this spawn took damage, right? Yeah. So one thing you notice is these are not nearly as swole as the others. The other two that you fought, they're already a little haggard. You see some of their scales already starting to fall off a little bit.
So he is a little rough looking. That might change what I do.
Not that he's rough looking, like as far as like damage taken, so to speak, but he doesn't look nearly as as beefy as the other ones did in the first place.
All right. Well, I'm going to attempt Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
Did you hear about the guy who lost the left side of his body? He's all right now.
Oh, where's the drum roll?
You just see him just kind of like laugh so hard that he splashes underwater, falling down prone, still slightly floating, laughing.
Am I ungrappled now?
I think so. Yeah. Now that he's incapacitated, I think he's gonna be like near, like it's almost a little Three Stooges slap around to try to, like, as he's flailing around, laughing so hard that you almost get struck by them all, but you manage to just kind of to wave them off as you become ungrappled.
As a bonus, I want to take a potion.
Yes, you may do that. 2d4 plus.
Okay.
2.
Yeah, I didn't have a thing set up.
Yeah, they're regular healing potions, so 2d4 plus 2.
I'll take it.
5. And you'll have to make that adjustment manually, I believe.
Yeah, I will. I was just cutting clicking so we can.
Yep, no worries. All right, Ben. First one spiked its head out right in your face, startled you, as your knee-jerk reaction missed wildly with that.
And I say if I can, like, if this is the way it works, as long as he's laughing, he won't hurt you.
Yep.
Yep, no, I hear you. I got you.
That's right. That was weird. I got back and I was like, oh, did I miss a round?
Nope, we have not. Your round hasn't happened yet, or you hadn't come up in the turn yet.
Yep. My turn to smack this guy.
Yes.
Bink.
Oh yeah, it's just like, why does he get advantage? Oh yeah, because he's laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Okay, so he took damage. I need you to roll your DC over him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's still laughing. Cool.
He is still laughing. Yeah, he's still laughing like crazy. Yeah, so is there anything else you're going to do in your turn?
I'm just gonna rotate a little bit to make space for my people.
Okay, yeah, just moving over, so you're not moving out of his range. It doesn't matter because he's incapacitated anyway, but yeah. Let's see. This guy is not the incap guy. Let's see what he knows what to do, because he's stupid. Trying to go by sound.
Yeah, probably hears this guy laughing, I guess.
I think the last thing he may have heard was... Yeah, because once you get more than just a little bit away, the sound is like just muffled sound, and it's hard to tell what anything is. And the direction gets harder and harder to tell the further away you are. And he just pops out over here, like looks around, like, what the he's out of range for his melee attacks, but he's going to try to hit Ben with his leg attacks. And misses. Yeah, this guy's still raffling. Literal raffling.
Do you need to save before I do the offhand attack?
No, it's we'll need to save for each one, but it's he's not like he can't stand up anyway, so he's still gonna be prone. It's all gonna be the exact same effect for you if you want to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, he stopped laughing now, but I guess he's still prone so he can get up. Finish him!
Yeah, these are definitely they don't look any like less strong, but they look sickly, if you will, as far as their constitution is concerned. And the double strike was Xaxes, to kill the first one.
So, with spells, like, do I have to constantly be resting in between things to be able to cast them again, or is it kind of like we get into fight into combat? I can just.
You mean like with the darkness? So if it's one of the concentration ones like that, you can you don't have to like actively keep it up on your turn or anything like that. You just concentrate on it as like this kind of side piece. So if you take damage, you have a chance of losing your concentration. But you can also choose at any time to also stop concentrating on it, in which case the effect that you're concentrating on ends. So that's up to...
All right. I'm just going to stop concentration and cast out.
Okay, yeah, so you could also technically, as long as you're not casting another concentration spell, you can cast a different spell or attack or do any of the other actions, as long as it's not a second concentration effect. You can still do all the other stuff and concentrate at the same time. Just for the future, if that comes up.
Nailed it.
As it goes through the water, especially as you're trying to narrowly like arc it around one person kind of in front of you, and then Ben who's kind of also in the way. You're just trying to split the uprights, so to speak. You notice that the water diverts the energy blast just a little bit as it starts like almost like a knuckleball, like going through the water, which he just barely gets out of the way of the blast from hitting him, and it comes and cracks against the wall, and you see chips of that rock start flaking off almost like slate crumbling to the floor from where it impacted. And you're first up on the next round. Redemption is at hand.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, it'll do. They call him Tater Salad.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's near max again. That's pretty close.
Mhm.
So this one slams into his chest, and it, in air, like his feet are, what would be his feet is like still somewhat upright, and he's still almost kind of planted, in the water itself, and then you can see that when it hits him, he nearly does like a somersault backwards, in place, just like 2 full rotations, and he comes back up and is all dizzy, and you can see there's this giant chunk, one of his tentacles completely gone, a big part of his torso, just the force just went right through it, missing big chunk, and then a cloud of that inky blood that's really viscous, is just leaking off into the area around him.
Looks like you very nearly got him. Don't worry. Leave this to me. So Tuck's gonna float down to the bottom some, and then propel himself forward with his short sword and dagger outstretched like a spinning torpedo.
Ah, okay. You're gonna M-Bison him. Both of the blades, your spinning torpedo, just stab right into the middle of his torso, where a big chunk of it's missing anyway, and you just pierce the vital organs that's left, and he did. The adrenaline fades, and then everything kind of goes back to normal. All right, which direction do we want to go?
Ben, take point.
You can hear, Ben, directly in your mind, that soft, very calm spoken voice of the orb. You are all stronger than I anticipated. I'm glad I picked you. You are very useful. And then everyone can kind of hear everybody can hear in their head, yes, you will all be very useful to me.
Stay out of my head. I didn't commune with you. You should have plenty of room up there in bins. Nothing in there anyway.
I feel like I'm rubbing off on Talk.
Kind
I
of.
see anything northwest?
Sorry. Yeah. Northwest. Yes. The little open cavern that then kind of turns and leads to the right, a little further down.
Well, this way we go. They must have been protecting something.
All right. And so if we choose this direction, we'll expedite a little bit. Little tunnel pathway down that leads back up to the path before.
Okay.
And as you traverse your way through, there was no traps, no anything, no other spawn that attack you. All right, so the tunnel persists for going forward. The one thing that you see is in the very middle of this little open expanse right in front of you is this giant shell sitting right in the middle of the room.
Like giant, a person could fit in its shell.
It's like think like hermit crab kind of shell. And the shell itself is person tall. We'll say that was person tall.
My mage hand pokes it.
Okay, so you're gonna send your mage hand over and poke it.
Yeah.
When you poke it, you can see the silt in the floor, all underneath the shell that it's sitting on. A giant like L being expelled out of the shell, and then it like a cloud poofs up around it, and then slowly settles. And then you can see the shell wiggle a little.
Hey, maybe let's not poke that thing again. Eh?
Um,
Think we can just go around it?
Well, I'm certainly stealthy enough if he can get the spook to shut up for half a minute.
So I'm gonna just try to stealth around it.
All right, roll me a stealth roll.
Boosh!
Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay.
Following right behind him.
There's a little bit of a almost like a snort. And nothing nothing happens when you go by. Ben, you're gonna try to. What are you doing? How are you getting into this? What are you doing?
I think he just walked on it.
I just propel myself with my great axe. Dig in the ground and go. Whew. I launch
Okay.
myself. like a
Okay,
torpedo.
so Tux definitely stealth his way around. So Ben, I need you to take a step back to about the edge of the shell. Somewhere on the other side of the shell, right on its edge, as you try to torpedo your way past.
My mage hand looks at him disappointingly.
All right, so back there, as you torpedo across the shell itself, one slimy appendage that has some kind of rock iron mace looking piece at the end of it, almost like a flail, pokes out of the shell and swings at you. Let's see. I would need everyone to go ahead and reroll a new set of initiative. Wolf, and I really am going to strangle you if you don't deal with the keyboard clicks.
I'm sorry, I moved my mic.
Okay, so that tentacle that reaches out has like I said, like a flail on it, and is now as it swipes at Ben, you can see many of these little tentacles, like a main part of its body starts coming out from underneath, and it has many of these little tentacles coming off of the body, and one of the flails tries to smack at Ben. Missing. And it looks like, after all the new initiatives, that Demon goes first. Big lumbering snail that is now out of the shell goes last.
You know what? Let's do a little bit of infestation just cause. Saved?
Yes, it looks like. Oh yeah, no, it rolled rather well. And it did in fact save against the infestation.
Um, I so you don't want to do this, buddy. I cast suggestion on the flail snail. It's a great name, by the way. I suggest you don't want to do this, little buddy. Just go to sleep.
All right, I actually need you to do that one more time.
Okay.
The snail, the shell on it begins to emit a small bit of light, and you can see that your spell, you're very familiar with how those work, at least from a mechanical standpoint, should have affected this thing, but it did not. I need you to roll a d6. So the so 1 or a 2. Okay, so the 1 or a 2, I need you to roll the DC on yourself. The spell affects you instead.
Well, good night, everyone. I think I'm just gonna take a nap and dream about your mother.
And so, what did you cast? What did you cast again? Just over time, just checking.
Suggestion.
Oh, suggestion. Okay, and so what did you what were you suggesting to the snail?
I was saying you don't want to do that, little buddy. You should take a nap.
Oh yeah, I knew there was sleep. I didn't know if for some reason you may have. I thought for some reason you were casting the actual sleep spell.
No.
So yeah, so now you're like, I can't use it a nap. Good call, snail.
So, okay, a weird mechanic question. This spell requires concentration. Can I concentrate if I'm unconscious?
Nope, you cannot. So
I would sort of lose a turn basically, and then wake up next turn.
Yeah, that's effectively what I was gonna say exactly. Was that you basically fall asleep, stop your then you're no longer concentrating on it, so you're no longer compelled to sleep. And then on your next turn you can wake up and do stuff.
Cast narcolepsy. Alrighty. Well, that was that.
Not poisoned. That's the wrong way. Now I don't hear you at all. Well, it's like a double whammy. He's prone because he suggested that he fall asleep to himself. Ben, now you're up.
Currently can't do anything because my mic is falling down.
Uh-oh.
Suggestion got hit to your mic. It's taking a nap. That's one powerful smell.
Oh, he's in fixing mode, I think. Yeah, he's fixing it. He attacked his microphone stand in frustration. Whoa.
Oh, I didn't roll a hit. Hold on, sorry.
Ooh.
I missed.
Ooh.
You didn't take any damage. So.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah, fixed. Alright, Tuck. You snuck by, and then all of a sudden, the snail came alive and started emitting that bright glowing light.
Never can do anything the easy way. I'm gonna walk by, and as part of my movement, I'm gonna stick a boot into Carlito.
What? No, Mom, no.
If I get pummeled to death, make sure I'm resurrected with a better looking body. I know it'll be hard to find. Must be. I was trying to remember. Ben's not under any kind of thing. This will still be advantage. Right?
Yep. No, you are considered flanking him. Yeah, so you're in. Yeah. He just missed. Yeah, but he's not otherwise. Oh, what? Shank him.
I forgot to do that with advantage. I'm gonna do this again just to make sure it's not.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Good thing I
No!
did.
Ooh.
With the offhand dagger, it's gonna be pretty spectacular. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's good. That's real good.
Use this for prying open some muscles in my day.
All right, excellent. So this does affect one of the mechanics of the flail snail. So you did. He took 10 or more points of damage. One of his 5 flails gets sliced cleanly off, like the head of a hydra. It's all just a nub wiggling, and he's got only 4 flails left. All right, who are we attacking? Oh yeah, no, he don't like losing the flail. He gonna attack Tuck. You can see them all, like you can see whip his head around, like just tries to whip all 4 of the remaining flails, da 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 da, trying to smack them right on top of Tuck. Let's see here. 2 hits. 2 hits. Ding ding. As they bludgeon into you. You felt that just a little bit.
Ugh.
That's all it's gonna do on its turn. Yep, that's it. Damong, he got first rung on the second round.
Okay.
I missed what. Oh, I didn't hear. Oh, I didn't hear May speak if he said so. Oh, he did. Oh, Eldritch
just-
Blast. Okay, yeah, gotcha. I get engrossed looking at too many things and I don't see all. Okay, hit him. Little Pecorino. Yeah, so this one hit his shell. He did not do. The shell is slightly glowing, but it doesn't pulse like it did the last time a spell was cast on him. But it does. You do notice that when it hits, it like the glow changes color a little bit, and you can see it try that color makes it look like it tries to repulse that force, that magical force. But the magical force, just because of the type of damage it is, penetrates in and hits the full bit of the shell itself. Oh, whoops! I did not mean to do that. Not just yet. Let's see. And for his turn, now the shell, you can see it's going to kind of withdraw its head into the shell a little bit. And the shell itself is going to start radiating this light that starts pulsing out and out. I need everyone within 30 feet, which is everybody, to make a. What is this? A wisdom save. So under the main tab on the right side is the saves for wisdom.
Was that everybody or just
Yeah, sorry,
those up?
everybody.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Yeah, so it's going to emit this dazzling bit of colored lights that sparkle like a disco rave, all brightly in the room. Ooh, double 20s. Nice. So you are not stunned or incapacitated by the dazzling light. But the other two are for 1 round. So until the snail's next turn. So on the snail's next turn, you will become unstunned. That was Tuck and Demong got stunned for 1 turn. And then until the snail's next turn, attacks against the snail have disadvantage. Okay.
For everyone?
For everyone, period. Yeah, that it's until its next turn. That's all it can do. Yep, it can't. That's an action, so it can't do its attack if it does that. Or until it says until the light ends. Let me read the long version here to see if there's more details. Ben, it is your turn. And
And a miss. Rawr.
oh no, the light persists for a little longer, but the stun only lasts the 1 turn. Unless we do something that could change that effect, which is possible. Okay, so Carlito, you are not stunned. Tuck was stunned, but you're still prone, so you can stand up.
How much movement can I do after standing up in this situation?
1.5 squares, so enough to get right on its corner, right next to Tuck there. Yeah, so you can get there. Now that's not a position that would give you advantage.
So I'm at disadvantage.
So you're just at disadvantage. Yeah. So those that are the truly flanking, they would cancel each other out.
I look at Tuck and I tell him, "You're gonna eat lightning and crap thunder." And I cast my oh shit, what's it called? Bardic Inspiration, my Valor Bardic Inspiration on him. Which, Josh, it's a little different. It's actually really cool. You can either, obviously not when you're stunned, but when you get unstunned, take a d6 and roll that to damage. Or if you get struck, you can take a d6 and add that to your AC. You can do one or the other. Combat Inspiration is what it's called.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, so new order. Okay, yep, new order. Ben, you're up. The disadvantage, glowing light is still in effect. So it's kind of blinding you. Is kind of the idea, making it hard for you to look at him to attack.
So disadvantage. Okay.
And then, but you're flanking, so they cancel each other out, right? So you don't have the flanking doesn't give you advantage because of that. Does that make sense?
Sweet. There I go again. Oh, hit.
Oof, that's a big damage.
Yeah.
All right, so you did more than 10 damage total. So you have you just literally cleaved off another one of the flails. He's down to 3 flails.
Yay.
Still stunned. Demong is still stunned.
Don't they get unstunned this round?
Not
or after its
Snail
next
went
not
yet.
not till the snail goes. Yeah, on the snail's turn they get,
snail.
yeah, and then so yeah, Demong is still stunned. So the flail now it's the flail snail's turn.
Mhm.
So the stun gets removed from everybody. The light still is bright, but now that it's its turn again, it's only attack anything from within 10 feet of it is what has disadvantage now. Not everything, but just only attacks that originate within, if the people are within 10 feet of it, have disadvantage. For another bit. And what's it going to do? So it's going to flail around. It's going to whip its head and use its 3 flails to try to attack one person. There's 3 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So I got a 3. So that's going to be at Tuck. Ooh, Tuck. Tuck is getting low.
No, not Tuck. He needs to roll.
Miss. Critical. And Tuck with Exacxes goes down. And the third. Double ones! Nuh-uh. Double ones on the advantage after he was prone. Wow. I don't know that I've seen that in a long time. That is fortunate.
Does that halfling look?
Yeah. Shit. All right, Carlito. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say your inspiration, but the crit was no matter what. Unfortunately.
And he was stunned, so I don't even know how that would have come into play. But yeah, short round.
Everyone does have. Just making sure I was clear that everyone did get 2 healing potions at the beginning. I don't know if I made that super clear, but everyone did start with 2 healing potions.
I don't want to bring him back up, just have him fall back down again. So I'm going to try to take down this guy.
Okay.
So I moved here, so I'm not at advantage, but I'm at normal.
Right. Correct. Yeah. Because of that bright light, it's difficult to make those attacks this close.
Offhand. Oh, well.
This big, heavily armored shell, clank, clank, clank. Your weapons are pinging off of it. But it looks like
Is this top of the round, or
yeah, you were last. Yep. So
Okay.
you have a chance at redemption.
what? How? Yeah, okay.
Indeed. You have found its weaknesses. Even though it's tucked most of its body back up under the shell, you're still able to find purchase on a soft spot.
So I look at Ben, and it's like, he didn't have a chance to, but you're also going to eat lightning and shit thunder. And you have a combat inspiration.
Okay, so what's that do?
Okay, you get a d6. You can either use that to add it to your damage, or if it attacks you, you can use it to add to your AC.
Well, okay, well, screw that. I'm going to use an attack.
And
I'm a barbarian.
yeah, that's my.
That
That's my
snail will knock you into tomorrow, Rock.
You're a bum. And I might be getting confused on what you eat and what you shit, which order that's supposed to go. I'm not sure.
You gotta eat lightning and crap thunder.
All right, Ben, what do you got against the flail snail?
Well, Let's see. Let's hope I hit him. I don't have advantage, right? Because I'm still blinded by the light.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
You are very blind. Big blind.
Sucks not having an extra attack until level 4.
Yeah, or even level 5, actually.
We should have murdered hobos before we started.
Grind on
I
the
know,
horse
right?
and level up.
The
Tuck-
save.
Death
Yay!
save. Not so saved. Okay, so the damage you did put it over 30 damage taken. So it lost another flail down to 2. And it's who to go for, Carlito or Ben? Carlito!
Death by snail.
And the second one misses. It's only down to 2. And that's all it can do.
Does this snail have any intent on trying to attack me?
So did the light go down another level now?
It sure did. So now the disadvantage part is gone.
It's what?
It's gone. So the light has now dimmed to a point where it's no longer affecting your ability to hit it.
Okay, how far can you move in 1x?
Your movement's 15 feet because of the water, so you can. That's 3 squares.
So with Ben being down, unconscious, can you, like, if I take one of my potions and I get a bomb, can I pour it in his mouth? Can I use that in a move and him regain consciousness?
It's Talk's the one that's down.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's the one on the other side of the snail that's down. But yeah, you can.
That's okay.
Yeah, so you can do the way I rule it is if you want to use a potion on yourself, you can do it as a bonus action. So you can use your regular action to do whatever, and then bonus action for yourself. But if you want to force feed somebody else, it takes your regular action to force feed someone else the potion.
Okay, so if I Misty Step, can I Misty Step close enough to
That's
30 feet?
30 feet? Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah, but he's saved some rolls, so I don't think it's a dire situation.
As long as he doesn't roll a 1 on his next death save.
That little GM laugh.
I don't think halfling luck works on death saves.
How unlucky.
Unfortunately, it does not. I say that, I don't think so.
Wait a minute.
But you can move and perform an action the same round too. So you can begin making yourself getting closer or whatever incrementally as well.
It says if you roll a 1 on attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, if it's a death saving throw.
Yeah, but, sure. I mean, I'm not gonna go
It's all
against that.
hypothetical anyway, but
But it's called a death save, so
Yeah, exactly. I mean, technically correct is definitely the best kind of correct. So
and it's Wolfen's favorite.
All right, well, I'm not sure what's going on, so I just tried to attack.
Yeah.
No.
So if you want to use, so that was your action. So if you got a bonus action to do something, or if you want to use your movement to get a little closer, or that's all up to you.
So can I get to here? Is that what's 30 from me? I mean, I know it's every square is 5 feet.
So
when you
one
start
thing
going
you
to
can
aim-
do also is if you hold left and right click, You can drag a line. Kind of give you an indication of how far how far you can go with that. Yeah.
Okay, I did that with Misty Step 4 bonus action.
Okay, excellent. So you're right there in prime position. Oh,
This is fine.
everything is fine.
Of course, he goes first.
Everything is fine.
All right, so I have advantage now, right? So
Yes,
do
you
this.
do. You do have advantage again. And you hit him. Big, bulbous, hardened, shelled creature.
How do I add a D6?
It depends. What are you trying to do?
You could just like
I'm
roll the
inspired.
d6 and then like maybe
then
drop
add-
the damage off.
And then add it as a modifier. But where does the d6 come from, I guess, is the...
It's my combat inspiration.
Oh, yeah, sure can. Now just type that as the modifier. And
Of course.
oh, oh yeah, the minimum roll. Oops. And then 3 more though, or 4 more for that. I'll go ahead and put that in there.
I tried clicking the dragon around too. I didn't apply it. So.
No, because it doesn't know its damage unless it's put on there. So usually, like if you do something like that, you could type the modifier 4 in the box, and then when you roll the damage, it'll do it then if you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that now it is down to a single flail. It's a single flail snail. Anything else you can do, Ben?
No.
All right, cool. And Among is up next here.
Let's see. So how would I go about using a potion?
If you're going to use it on him, I would use your action to do so, and then you just force feed it to him, and which will heal him 2d4 plus 2. So if you want to right click on the d4 on the bottom, and then just choose 2 of them, and then in the modifier just click the plus 2 or type in a 2 either way, and then roll it into chat, and then we'll heal him up that much. There's a way we can set it up as an ability so that it knows that it's heal and all that stuff. Ooh, nice. Okay, so 7. Okay, so I'll put that in there. And then Tuck kind of sputters. He's still laying on the ground, but that healing potion takes immediate effect, and you can see it kind of come to life.
Advantage.
There we go. I was getting some numbers.
Offhand.
Ooh, look at you get those hip rolls. Yes.
At this point, you can see that the body part that comes out from underneath the shell is very haggard. It's cut open. Its mucus is like dripping all over the place. And it's you can see it's just wavering, like barely able to keep its body under control.
Tried to make you take a nap. I tried. Could have been dreaming about Mrs. Flail Snail right now.
And what it's going to do is it's going to retreat into its shell and take a defensive action. Because it is just an animal after all. Alright, Tuck, you are once again conscious. Stand up.
stand up and then use a bonus action to the second wind here.
Oh, yes. That's right. You're a fighter. Excellent. Actually, completely forgot that you were a fighter. Oh, nice. Okay. For 8. That's a bonus action for second win, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Does he still have my inspiration?
He does. Yes, he is still inspired, despite his own grievances.
You may have crapped yourself when you died, but you can still crap some thunder after that.
Oh man, it's got a high AC.
It does now that it's retreated into its shell. It's properly high. All right, Ben, it's your go.
Frick. Hey, you died already, stupid snap.
And its natural reaction is to stay defensive, so it's going to do just that: stay defensive.
I would like to go on a hunch here. First foil snail I've ever fought, but it's water, so that may aid my strength, which is not a lot. I'd like to flip him over. Like he's got
Okay.
a soft underbelly, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to maybe attempt that.
Okay, sure. Hit me with some Hit me with athletics. Let's see what we got. Try as you might, this thing probably weighs, even underwater, relatively like hundreds of pounds. This giant shell that is a person size.
Okay, so
the water makes it like you feel like you can shimmy it a bit, but it isn't. It isn't budging with that pull.
well then, in my frustration, as my bonus action, I just want to try to get an offhand dagger in.
Okay. How would you do that?
And that should be advantage. I'll try it again.
There you go. Yeah, the advantage made the difference. You can see that thing just shudder a little. Its life force is very minimal.
We could probably just leave it and go about our day, but I guess we're probably all annoyed at it right now.
The principle of the thing.
Damn. I got the sick rolls today.
He's all sickly.
Can I use my thieves' tools to pry open the shell?
Perhaps a regular size shell, that would make sense. I don't think that's working. Short sword might be better at prying.
Sprint crowbar.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to jab the short sword into the crevice that I can find and then stand on it, even though it's still underwater.
To try to...
Yeah, get in at it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and hit me with, Oh, shit, what would that be? Let's say... let's make it an athletics roll, but modifier... let's see, double proficiency. Let's do that. So +4. On an athletics. Yeah, double +4 on an athletics roll. Yeah, just similar to Carlito's efforts, you can see that it, maybe rocks around a little bit, trying to get in there, pry it open a little bit, but it does not. It is not making any headway, unfortunately. Got him.
Got him! Finally, breath. Got him, guys. Yeah. First the snail. Dead snail. Good snail.
Snail is dead.
Well, guess we can.
We might need to take a rest.
Yeah.
Under the sea.
Yeah, if we can maybe
Just
snail
find a bit of
hoarding
land, a
the
short rest
loot.
would be great. But right here, I doubt we could.
I mean, we're breathing.
Was the snail hoarding loot? Seems like a loot hoarding snail to
So
me.
a pearl up its arse.
No, unfortunately not. You kind of investigate around, and it's just a bunch of mucousy muck that pretty much didn't dissolve, but definitely started to spread out. And now that it's dead, there's not really much holding it together, so it's just kind of oozing all over the place.
Man, I thought
Gross. Quit
snails
picking
held
around in that. Come on.
It's easy to wash my hands off. Look.
You do hear, like you're talking about, maybe a little bit of rest. The Dawn's energy, it's called the Dawn's Beacon, is what it named itself. Does speak to you and say that your ability to rest should be unhindered. You can breathe. Can't necessarily protect you, but if you wanted to take a breather.
See anything up there?
Yeah, so this actually takes us to a different map.
Dun dun dun. You can map if you want to.
All right. The tunnel leads up, right out, almost directly up. So it comes to the end as it starts off gradually, and then it almost goes straight up into an area that is still underwater, which we're on the south corner of down here. You can kind of rearrange yourself however you want. I just got you dropped on the map, so that works. So you're way down on the south part of the map. You may have to zoom or navigate around a little bit to kind of get there. Well, where are you going?
What's happening?
Oh yeah, no, there. Sorry, I put you on the south end, but yeah, you're actually now that the tunnel comes. Yeah, it's in the right place. Yeah, I dropped you in the wrong side of things. Whoops.
Wrong side of the yin yang, man.
Okay, so 1 second. I got a little thing here. It says, tunnel opens into a vast underwater area where light streams in from overhead, playing across the floor in myriad coruscating patterns. The water is clear, and you can see that the ground here takes on a sandy consistency that rises in dunes to either side of the valley you're standing in. To one side, you can see what appears to be a fortress sealed by a massive portcullis, while a partially collapsed tower, its base buried beneath the sand, rests on the dune behind you. The fortress is the thing on the rightmost side of this circle, and then the tower is directly south of you, up on a dune up above.
I think that tower looks like a place we might be able to find some shelter in for, half hour.
or danger.
Directly
That guard
ahead,
always in town.
several massive clams rest in the silt. Occasionally, one opens briefly to reveal something shiny within. The shadow of something massive swimming above you briefly blocks out the light and then passes across the valley.
Hey guys, we should avoid that thing up there. I know I'm big and all, but that's bigger.
Agreed.
So there's light from the that isn't just the light source of the little orb that you've been used to thus far. So it takes a second of blinking for your eyes to kind of adjust to it, and then you start looking, particularly right here, just north of you, just off. You can see light coming through, but there's this hint of glare or something, as though the light is passing through maybe something glass. And as you look around, the outer exterior of this circle seems as though there is glass or something of the like that is causing the glare all the way around.
Somebody's fishbowl. Does it look magical? Does it just look glass? I don't have any detect magic, but I know a little bit about magic. Little tiny bit.
I've got detect magic.
Always magic.
And you can cast that at will, can't you?
No.
That one doesn't take spell slots for anything to use, does it?
Mm-mm.
All right. You're planning on using it?
Yeah.
So yeah, like looking at the glass, what seems like some kind of glass. It's not like a visible barrier of force or something that would make sense. As you kind of investigate it, it gives off no magical aura and is in fact some kind of glass, as though you're in some giant dome.
I don't detect any magic in this. We're all dead.
Oh, no. You're up there.
We need to rest.
Should we rest back in this little cave then? If we're going to rest, we should rest inside.
Yeah, I agree with that. If we do a rest, I can play a little ditty and get an extra D6
All right.
to our hit
So,
die.
do we agree at resting inside? Good idea.
Yeah.
Short rest, or
Yeah.
we're trying to sleep.
Short rest.
Okay.
It's a short rest.
Okay. Yeah, we have no problem with a short rest. You can expend hit die in order to heal yourself, and so you can do that from
If
your
you
main character sheet.
If you do a hit die, add a D6 from I'm gonna get my little.
I don't need to.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Big S hit die. So from the main tab of your character sheet at the very bottom, where it says HD, and there's 3 of your dice, you can click one of them, and it will heal you based on your Constitution and that hit die roll.
That's not bad.
Okay, I'm back up. I guess that's the benefit of having 24 max HP. You get back there pretty quick.
All right, and it looks like we didn't really have to expend too many. Carlito had to do 2, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody else really just spent 1 and got back to full. Okay, excellent. Excellent.
That was a good break. Shall we continue to the tower?
All right, we take the short rest. All right, so looking at this.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, man, but I actually am going to have to go.
All right, man, no worries. That's no worries.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, it was great fun getting to play with you finally.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Let me know when y'all do it again.
Yeah, we'll do.
Do I need to do anything special to save characters, or is this saved under your stuff?
Nah, I've got it all. Yeah, I've got everything.
All right, y'all are going.
Later, man.
Figure.
So again, a large shadow sweeps over the bowl as you come into the very area. Looking out beyond the glass, now that you have this idea of this is what it is, you get the hint of like a very fish-eyed lens of a larger room beyond. A room for giants. Above you, that shadow again moves over the top, blocking out the light for this area. And you notice that that's some kind of orange tinted fish, whale, shark. Something swims up above.
Different than the big shadowy thing.
No, that is the thing that's
Okay.
causing the giant. Like it's
Is that
huge
outside of the glass?
inside the glass,
Okay.
swimming above.
And I'm assuming this line through the center is like a cliff or something.
Yeah, it's a dune. This thing that the tunnel comes out into is a giant dune. So it's like it goes all the way down, a sand dune that buried that looks like the bits of the tower are almost entirely buried.
I think we should stay as close as possible. Make ourselves small.
Okay, so I think Don's beacon. Oh yes, okay. So now he's going to say something to you all, which is
It's a trap.
no. He's like, many people have tried to do what you've done thus far, and only you have been successful to make it to here. If we could somehow make it to the top of the waterline, I think we could use the magic to get us out. If we go up, there's this giant beast of a fish to contend with. Or perhaps if we go into the fortress, there might be a way to avoid the fish and go up the side. But I don't think the inhabitants of this place are spent. There were many others besides yourself that perished and were transformed.
Let's fight the giant fish.
Well, before we fight it, we're gonna
Straight
make.
to the top.
Are you starting to swim up?
No, I'm casting my opinion and my vote.
Okay, I was just asking because it depends on how quickly I do something. I could try to talk to the fish.
Ooh. Ooh. I mean, actually, I think I can actually talk to the fish.
Well, we can both talk to the fish.
Maybe.
So you're gonna play good patrolman, bad patrolman with the large fish?
I mean, it just might be a fish. It just maybe doing fish things. I mean, if we are going to try to go up that way, we might as well try to.
That is not just a fish. And he's all pointing and flailing up. What happens
Well.
when you find out that it's got some other spook living in its head that's some spook against the other spook that Ben's got in his head?
Well, we can either fight, if my math is correct, one big fish or lots of little fish. I like the one big fish.
All right, fine.
There's one of me and
I'm
one of
gonna
him.
cast speak with animals, and
As we go, hey, bud, hey, bud.
um, oh,
Oh,
see,
the
he doesn't look that
goldfish.
bad. Except he's
Yeah,
giant.
it's Steve.
Before I do, hold on. Let me look at my spells real quick.
Let me get some good fish jokes.
Okay, before I speak with fish, I am going to cast, hold on, invisibility on Big Ben.
He's just gonna say
You-
it's coming as it.
I changed my mind. I'm going to cast it on Tuck. Tuck, you get into position. But we're going to try to talk to this fish first.
Fucking
What
just-
position? I've never flanked a fish.
First time for everything. How hard could it be?
Just stab him in the eyes.
Just sort of stay out of thing, just so you can, maybe get between us and the fish, or between, how to put the fish in the middle.
All right, fine.
I cast
Carlito, I've got a joke
invisibility
for
on Tuck.
you. Carlito, things are about to get fishy.
Do I need to do a wisdom check on that?
Cutting words.
Or take damage.
Okay, so then I cast speak with animals because it's not concentration. Invisibility
Watch
is.
this hideous eye rolling.
Great fish in the water above us.
Can we
Greetings.
swim up towards them? That way we're not down.
Yeah, we
here?
start swimming up, and I'll
Okay.
say this.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, yep. So we are doing okay. We're doing this. All right, great. I still have.
What was he doing? Taking an Instagram selfie?
Yeah, pretty much.
My name is Fish.
All right, so
Whoa.
you begin swimming upward. Is that correct?
Yes.
Try to treat us with the giant fish.
Yes.
All right, I am excited to see how this is going to work. Either spectacularly or spectacularly.
Greetings, King of the Sea.
I love how Fantasy Ground can't handle how big his icon is, and he moves slow.
Food doesn't talk.
It's weird, not food.
I need you to roll a deception check.
What? That's not being deceptive though.
7.
Oh yeah, no, he thinks you're food, so you're definitely being deceptive. And I mean, not to say that his wisdom's very high. Okay, I need you to wait 1 second. So I
Yes.
think you are food. You move around like food.
We would offer no sustenance to you. We are all bone.
Tell him that food doesn't talk. Remember?
And food
Bones-
doesn't talk.
Bones taste just fine.
Very sharp bones. Just get stuck in your mouth. It'd be there for weeks. You wouldn't want that.
That
gonna
does
talk to
sound
that.
like a nuisance.
I'm gonna talk to the light bulb in my hand and be like, "Hey man, you got any tips?"
He's like, yeah, you should have asked me first.
Don't die so that I might live. That's his tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. That's it.
What if we got out of this place and we found bigger food? We know a way out.
But why would I want to leave? This is my home. And the eyes treat me so well. It's a world of luxury with all of the little bitty bits of food.
Why not have biggie bits of food? And you could always come back. Just want to open a little bit of doorway.
This is my pond. I don't need someone else's pond. I am king of my pond. I need you to roll a persuasion check.
Come on, Bard. Jesus.
I'm gonna get eat by a fucking goldfish.
Oh shit. Josh might as well just keep swimming away. Go for the exit.
Oh man, I got like double things into that. Oh, yeah, roll a charisma character. It'll be fun, I said.
Taco.
You don't want to eat us. We're poisonous. You see Hellboy over here? He's all red. You take him in. I mean, not only will you have very bad gas, but it'll take you out. You don't want that.
Can Tuck attempt to stealthily move with his short sword towards behind the fish, moving towards the eye?
Moving towards the what? The
One
eye?
of the fish's eye.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Trying to maneuver yourself towards the weak point. Gotcha.
I hope his opening line is, "I see you."
Okay, good. Yeah. He's not really. He's really focused on, Carlito at the moment. Seems to be anyway. All right. Let's see. Carlito, one final. Well, maybe not the final check, but on maybe.
We do another deception for me saying that we were poisonous.
Yeah, let's hit me with a deception.
Well, a little bit better.
You see him balk just a little bit.
You know what you do need? You need is there a Mrs. Queen fish in your life? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of fish in the sea. I'm so sorry, but you're in a fishbowl here. You can't get to that sea. Think of the babies you could make. I think just getting out of here for a little bit would do you some good. See the nightlife.
All right. I'll allow a singular final persuasion to see the reaction of the fish. All right, D100 time. Let's see what.
Yeah, this is all I got. So you can just eat me if this one goes poorly.
Eat me.
And I'll counter his argument with, "Don't eat me."
Yeah, but you didn't cast speak with animals, so you're just like all grunting. Unless you got something I don't know about.
I do. The best joke of all. We're about to be finished.
Mm. It'd be better if it was an actual Finnish fish, I would say.
A Finnish fish finishing us?
I don't get it.
He's making
The
decisions.
fish, the fish, who goes by the name of Silgar, is not impressed. Roll initiative.
Okay.
But we're poisonous. Did you get that point across?
You can see he makes a bit of a darting motion as he
I said,
darts
well,
towards
before he,
Carlito.
if I have a chance to yell something as I see it's about to turn south, I would like to yell to Tuck. Do it now,
Do it now.
do it.
So Tuck's got like a dagger in his teeth, and he's holding his short sword out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's wanting to go straight for Silgar's eye as soon as he starts to kind of dart forward or build up that momentum to propel himself forward.
Hit him with it, and I'll make it. Yeah, you've told like this plan has been well played here, so I'll give you advantage on the attack. So go ahead and execute.
Oh, okay. I just saw the 2.
And he is surprised. The fish is surprised.
Surprise!
And so I'll let you unleash, like almost like a surprise. Like everybody is kind of surprised at, I guess for this round. So basically, you're getting a surprise round attack, and then we'll get to start on the first round, which is actually you is first as well, which is funny. So go twice.
Surprise!
All right, and it is your go.
They're not in range of threatening though yet, are they? Because
They are not. No.
Ah! Well, you can reroll that, right? No. Yeah.
1 second.
I thought it was a 1. Never mind.
How do you feel about me using a trip attack maneuver on this fish with no leg?
I want to see it happen.
Sweep the legs!
He'd be like you kind of grabbing a fin and trying to, I don't know if he'd trip per se.
Yeah,
Put him in a fin bar.
See, I'm thinking like Sword in the Stone Disney cartoon where he has the one fin that's smaller than the other. Like maybe I like hit the fin and he like floats around in a circle.
You have a feeling that he is immune to the prone condition. But you have this feeling. But I would allow you to use your maneuver for its other the superiority die use for damage. That part I would allow, regardless if you don't have any other types of attacks that would do something else. That part would be effective, but the trip isn't gonna. He's not gonna get tripped up. Giant behemoth fish.
I think I'm good.
All right, Ben.
Zoom in on this map.
Yeah, that's what I did. Was zoom in pretty much at the up to the top here.
Oh, I can't get close enough. No!
Yep, negatory.
All right, all right. So for this fish fight, I'm gonna shift. Uh. I just turned into a werebear kind of dude. That's right, with a great axe.
Oh, really? A werebear? Cool.
Yeah.
10 temporary hit points, and you get an additional AC. Nice. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Thick skin.
Better than shifting into a Care Bear.
Mm-hmm.
I am Care. This is a Care Bear. He's an ornery Care Bear. You want? That's it. I'm gonna. What that was? I think a bonus action. Yep. I'm gonna ready to attack. It's Carlito's turn. Get him, Carlito.
It's a shame you want to do this because I've heard about your mother.
Kick him.
I heard she's so ugly. Vecna saw her and he ripped his eye out.
You just told him I'm unbearable.
Where's my thing? Damn! Vecna got his eye back. Panicking now, guys! Panic mode! Panic mode!
More jokes. More jokes. Rapid fire.
It's gonna turn, and as it's flailing around, I forgot, just poked in the eye. What the? And it's going to attack Tuck, who poked it in the eye. It's gonna try to chomp it. It's gonna use its blood frenzy to get advantage on its attack against
It's a
Tuck.
guppy with blood frenzy.
It's a koi fish. It's a giant koi fish, not a guppy.
Not very coy. Seems pretty upfront to me.
Oh. Even with advantage, a 4 and a 5. Miss. Damong. He's got some cool stuff here. What we got?
I think you can curse him.
Yeah, he should have his curse back. So he's gonna curse him.
I was gonna play a hex, but I do.
Yeah, they look really cool, but just looking at some details here on what he picked. He's gonna move a little closer. And then he's going to Eldritch Blast, I think. No, he's gonna hold out his hand and poof, his scimitar just appears in his hand as he poofs. Over here to get flanking with the hexed. Wait, does Hex take a bonus action? Maybe I can't do all these things. Too many things. Whoop, nope, takes a bonus action. Can't do both those things. So he's gonna do. Yeah, he's gonna do the Eldritch Blast then. Got him.
Nice. He still get closer. So we can box him in.
And next round. Oh, Silgar goes first. Oh shit, well who's he gonna attack? I guess he's gonna attack Tuck again because he hasn't been hit by anybody else yet. Oh no, he got hit by. Never mind. He did get hit with Eldritch. He did get hit with Eldritch Blast. So roll. See which one he goes for. No, it's stuck anyway. Waha. Chomp.
Ooh.
And he kind of like shakes around a little. Nom, nom.
Hey boys, the fish are biting today.
Oh man, that was some damage. Jesus.
You can hear Dawn's beacon in your voice in all of your minds. Do not disappoint me. Show me your worth.
All right. Now I'm going to enrage.
Oh yeah. You would like to rage.
And then I'm going to reckless attack.
Rick,
No, wait. There's no reason.
you know,
There's no reason to reckless because I have advantage.
yeah, in this particular case, this giant ass fish is focused on Tuck at the moment.
Really?
Hmm.
Really? Double eights. Oh, that's my turn. Sweet.
Well, interesting. Okay.
I am. It's like, okay, your words have not served you right now. So he's kind of talking to himself. He's going to cast. Okay, can be no bigger than a 15-foot cube. A silent image of I don't know what's like a natural predator to a fish, especially a fish this big.
Bigger food.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to cast. Shit.
A halfling after that eye gouge.
Yeah, I'm
right.
just gonna cast a big halfling, like a large, like a large 15-foot halfling, like slightly off.
Peter Dinklage size.
Let me.
So
Oh, like Thor? Yeah, with a giant dwarf. Yes, that's amazing.
Like about right here. I just want to a little bit off. I just like making real threatening motions towards him. I just want to kind of maybe distract him, and
Okay.
maybe he'll try
Give him
to
that full
attack
moon.
that. And I'm also gonna swim just a wee bit closer.
Spreading around some inspiration love here. I am very happy with the way this has proceeded.
I said I was gonna make things happen. My God, it did. This is not what I thought, though.
Yeah.
Hey.
Poke him in that eye. Poke him.
I'm gonna use pushing attack.
Yes.
So basically, just like fucking Babe Ruth swinging the short sword.
Excellent. Primo.
I have to get a modifier with a D8 instead of just a number and an actual.
What is it now? Sorry.
I need a D8 modifier added to this, so it'll be a 1d6 plus 3 plus a D8.
Okay, so go ahead and roll just a D8, or just roll it into the chat and get your number. 8, excellent, and then just type 8 in the modifier thing when you roll the damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was a good answer.
Oh, fucking fuck.
Wrong answer.
That's still 12, though. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Strength saving throw against not my strength but my dex, since I can choose.
Okay, sure.
Which that's a modifier.
It's your
Please,
against your
that'd be
DC.
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
And against its strength? A strength save? Oh, wait a minute. That's a check. 1 second. No, you did not manage to push the fish. The giant whale-sized fish.
How unexpected.
You got really close to pushing the fish, though. Like, you poked it real hard, and it moved a little, but more spun in place than actually making any progress to get it away from you.
I'm not doing any of this potion drinking bullshit.
You should have. Oh no, you're not. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's what you meant. Don't stab a bitch.
I think Tush gonna kill the fish by himself.
He's gonna try, one way or the other.
Apparently, I can't hit no fish.
Alright, so he's gonna roll up and play whack-a-mole with the scimitar here. Okay, not hard to hit a whale-sized fish. And then he's gonna crack the whip underwater. That's Oh, I didn't. Oh shit! I didn't roll with advantage. Good thing too. Okay, so this one will roll with advantage. Oh yeah, the whip, not the most underwater effective weapon in the book. Oh, Silgar goes last. Interesting. This could be interesting round then.
Oh, Big Ben go first.
No way.
Inspiration? Can we roll? Can we roll inspiration?
You get 1d20 extra off of that. Yeah, I'll allow it. So not so attack and do an attack roll without advantage. That's essentially what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. He didn't like it. Did not like it.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Yep. So that's your damage. I want him to hit me. Hit me, fish! I dare you.
He's Carlito's just talking to himself. It's like just act with conviction, or excuse me, act with
Saigon.
conviction.
Bring
You
it. You can't handle this.
you're still on the stage. This is just another roll. I get advantage. Do I get advantage?
You got it.
You did.
You got
Okay.
Tuck is over there holding him down.
Yeah, Tuck is yep,
Very threatening.
very threatening.
Against a gigantic. Yay! Ooh.
Ooh.
And my last inspiration. Well, no, never mind. I can't do it because I off next time. If there's a next time.
You can see his eye is kind of closed, like one of his eyes is like closed shut. At this point, like oozy blood is just pouring out of the eye, and he's definitely in a frenzy. Definitely in a frenzy.
You could have been going after a honey right now.
All right, so Demong is going to.
Serve up fish stew. Fish tacos. Whoa. Ooh.
Okay, and I forgot. I need to add 6 more points of damage because I forgot his hex. I forgot that. So 3 attacks. That's 3 more that get +2. So yeah, 6 more damage. Interesting.
I think I have 4 superiority die, so I could use it again, like for another attempt.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure could.
Oh, we're going with the pushing attack again.
Yes. So roll the d8 first. See what the modifier is. And then just type that in and then hit it with the damage. Nice. Very nice. You can see that the fish is now starting to get a little discombobulated.
Being googly-eyed, because he is. But Silgor's turn to use his legendary action.
It was a DC 13 street save.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! You
He rolled-
pushed the fish, the giant whale-sized fish.
I am not food.
How far does it get pushed?
15 feet.
15 feet.
Where? Into
Now,
us?
Ben, now the three of us like get knocked over like bowling pins.
Yeah, you get kind of bludgeoned out of the. Yeah, I'm not gonna do because we're in 3-dimensional space. Let's say he just kind of rolls out up over you or whatever. Yeah, so.
Sure.
Woof.
Bonus action, drink a potion.
Guys, I'm doing all the work here. This isn't fair.
Yeah, go ahead and hit yourself with a potion. You gonna do anything else after that? Okay.
Technically, I'm holding up the fish now, so.
You're gorilla pressing the fish.
potion
Stilgar goes
would
into a
count.
blood frenzy, chomping at the things that are near it.
Well, I guess at this point I'm closest, so. And he didn't attack the one guy that won't get hurt.
Don't forget.
That's the
Peter
dice,
Dinklage
man.
is still back there.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got the feeling we've been pretty lucky with this fight, all things considered.
oh.
Oh yeah, you took. I was like, you took 11, but 10 of it got absorbed by your temporary hit points. Okay, I was like, wait a second. No, yeah. So yeah, you still you took 11, but 10 of it got absorbed by your temporary hit points. And so he attacks. He chomps twice in his frenzy. And he goes, "Fuck off!" And then he like swims like super fast, like super fast. Off to the southwest.
Fuck. Best D&D boss ever. He runs away after telling you to fuck off.
Frick off, Rick!
Baby, come back.
And with that, now Stilgar is in full retreat mode. And
Swim up.
You remember next time you come across a smidge bird, don't mess with us.
Told you we were poisonous.
Yeah, we are gonna try just to swim up.
okay, so you make it to the top. Swimming up to the top, and then you can hear Dawn's Beacon speaking to you once more. You are truly wondrous creatures. And if you promise me a favor, I'll get us out of here.
Oh God. Well, I mean,
I mean,
if
like, a
otherwise you
favor
just
on
die
top
here
of
with
it?
us. Sorry. Well,
Yeah, but I mean,
Well-
what is this favor?
At some point in the future, you may find yourself in the presence of the creature known as the Xanathar. I certainly don't mean today, perhaps not even this year, just sometime. All I ask is that you kill this creature. And that when he says the word kill is the first time it's been anything but the most like very soft, monotone, whatever, but the word kill actually has like some bite to it, like some anger behind it. To ensure that we have a proper accord, however, I'm going to ask you to accept a powerful enchantment that will compel you to act according to this compact. What say you?
I mean, but how are you gonna get out if we don't agree to this deal? Just a philosophical question.
How do you think you got here in the first place?
fucking
I start
jerk.
flexing Johnny Bravo style. I mean, is it an evil thing? Does it
I
need
mean,
killing?
we're set up to go against him anyway, right? I mean, our whole thing is to infiltrate him, so it's
I guess if it's a bad thing, it's a pretty good deal. We live now to kill the thing we're gonna kill anyway. I like the deal.
well, I would just like the enchantment to not like try to kill him as soon as we see him because we could be in a position where we would die and then you wouldn't get what you want. So we should at least be able to, put our famous Zilgar strategy against him or
Do
something.
we have win
I'm
conditions?
gonna approach Big Ben and stick a forefinger right up in his forehead, like I'm yelling to the thing,
The
because that's how
thing
on
is
the face
floating
I know
around
where.
me right now. He's talking to all of us.
No, he's in your head.
No, he's right here, floating around us right now.
You listen here. We're breaking evensies. We're both getting out. That's what you wanted to begin with. That's the deal. No more. Unless you want to stay in here and rot like the goldfish that's bleeding to death.
And you could always talk to us about this on the other side because we are already set up to go against him. So we could still have a beneficial relationship outside of here.
Yeah, he's
How
right.
about a
We
little bit of
already,
trust from both of us right now and just get us the hell
we
out of
already
here?
have a goal to stop this thing. So I mean,
You poor fools.
Well, yeah, we're trapped in a fishbowl. We got that.
I'm pretty poor. I spent too much on drink.
I'm gonna start.
Drinking? It's either the deal, recruited by me to this end, or, like those others that have failed before you, be one with the environment you live.
I mean, can you sweeten the pot just a little bit more? Little give.
Either a goal that
I mean,
already
this is the
aligns with your
mutual.
own, or
I mean, the deal was we get you over here, you help us get out. I mean, if he wants to go additional, maybe a little extra sweeten it. It's smidge.
you see Ben start to get smaller.
What? Ben don't shrink. All right, he's Big Ben. He don't shrink.
And smaller. And smaller.
Ben's perspective, he's still the same size. He's looking at his arms. He's like, I'm still thick and huge.
You are
Right.
all You are all nearly only 4 inches tall right now. Is this a thing you want to tempt to its longevity?
Oh, you motherfucker. We're in a literal fishbowl, aren't we?
We are in a literal fishbowl, yes.
Fine. I accept.
I'm making an offer that you really can't refuse. You accept? We can be friends.
Pretty weird way to start a friendship.
You ready? This is pretty awkward.
I've taken on less lucrative contracts.
I accept. Get us out of this shithole. I want to breathe some air.
Can I accept, while making my intentions known, that I need a drink after this? An
Oh.
orb guy, can you pay? Please?
This
broke.
has been a test that you have passed. I look forward to our fruitful relationship.
Wait, so
All myself. I was once an aboleth of great power. Xanathar did this. I had to test you. I need agents capable of manifesting out there a force, a power, strength that can seek out my vengeance.
you just described my entire being.
I'm glad our relationship can be fruitful. And with that,
But, I'm tired of being wet.
you are teleported back into the room outside the fishbowl, back to standard size people.
Are there any towels?
So do we see the little fishy in there?
Oh,
Yeah, the fish is swimming around in the. Oh, sorry, here, hold on.
Is it? Is
One-
there?
One second.
oh, come on. Because if I don't see anyone around me, I'm going to shake the damn thing.
Oh no. Tuck's gonna eat that fucking goldfish.
Alright.
I was actually just gonna. I was just gonna feed the goldfish because it's just.
No,
fish.
we tried dealing with him. All right.
It's a little
Silgar
He's a
is
bully.
Xanathar's prized pet.
You made him fight his prize pet. That's not very nice of him.
I know,
If
he
he
really
doesn't-
hates that guy, so, like, yeah.
Yeah, but the goldfish, it's just a little fish. I don't
Guy's gonna have to fashion him a little fucking goldfish eye patch.
know.
And that's it. We made it. There's some potential rewards here. Yay, we got rewards.
Well,
Yay.
I would like to say I totally knew that plan was going to work, and I had faith in it the entire time.
I'd like to say that I'm pressed. I only got hit once while I was enraged.
Dude, I just rolled 220. Now I
Two
roll
nat 20s in a
220s.
row.
Jesus. I wouldn't mind playing Carlito again at some point. I would like to play him where I interact with more people.
Big Ben. Big
But
Ben.
this all was pretty cool though.
500 gold pieces worth of stuff that
Hot.
you were able to find in the room, as well as a bunch of informational documents, because this is one of Xanathar's offices with his prized pet. You found yourself in essentially the hideout that you thought you were, going to. You're actually in that building, and it was in fact a hideout that belonged to him. When you come to your full size, you root around, you can get some stuff out of the room. Again, like that 500 gold pieces, plus a bunch of information to take back to your bosses for the future or whatever, that could help bring some insight into the workings of the Xanathar faction. But when you come out, the glowing orb is nowhere to be seen or heard.
I really want to steal the goldfish.
I won't stop you. I was just gonna feed it if no one did anything to it. But you should make it your pet.
I'm just upset my fur's wet.
I really I was reading through all the different adventures and I really enjoyed this one. This one was pretty cute for a low level one. It had a bunch of neat little stuff. There was some stuff you missed. Some other options we could have went. So it was difficult to get into, like the little cave off to the side where his little elbow. So somebody was going to get kind of scraped up and hurt, probably trying to make it through. But there was something in there.
What about that swirly bit?
The swirly bit. The what?
Bottom there, at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Very first dead end looking thing we came to.
Very
Yeah, that's what I was
ominous.
talking about. That through the little side tunnel that was like super small and you couldn't make it in or whatever, so you just left it.
No. At the very beginning of the thing, it's got the swirly snail shell looking. The swirl.
1 second.
Right next to the cave entrance.
I'll put a pointer to it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was just
Swirl.
a dead end. It's just that's the swirl. But no, it was just a dead. There was information that you could have investigated and got gleaned out about the organization. Had you searched deeper in the pile of the armor and the what have you, just to get some more information. But yeah, there was nothing. It was just a dead end side path. Was it to unlock some info?
Was this area sort of like the rocks under the fishbowl?
Yeah,
I guess.
Sure is.
Okay.
Yep. It's almost like an ant farm in the rocks underneath the fishbowl. Yeah.
So what's all the fiery looking stuff? Is that seaweed on the big globe picture?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, and when you said all the stuff about giants, I just literally thought like, oh, this is the sea and there's some weird giant place. We went to some other realm or something. It did not, until you started shrinking wolfing, it didn't hit me. It's like, holy shit, we're in a real
Would it have
fishbowl.
been easier to take the tower?
No. So the tower held nothing. But if you went up to the tower, moving further up would have attracted the fish to attack you. But on his terms instead of yours. The fortress had a bunch of dudes to fight that weren't like the sea spawn, but it was just some other dudes.
Okay.
It's a different route to try to make it out. The giant clams, there was a magic item in one of them that you could have gotten. In the seaweed stuff and in the stuff with some, they're called algae pygmies. Let's see, the flail snail.
That guy was a jackass.
Yeah, he was the mini boss. He was the demi boss, and Stilgar was the big boss, essentially. But you could have made it out without
someone just
fighting
like,
Stilgar.
I'm gonna step over him.
I didn't step over him. I used my axe.
I just
and
axed him. That's
Nah.
I speared myself over him. I must have been going super fast.
He tried to
Well,
torpedo
you
over
know,
it,
if
but
you
no good.
say there's a magical item in this globe thing, he gets the fish, I smash the globe, I take the magical item out of the thingies. Yeah, so.
One of them, the pearl, the magical pearl that was inside of the clam was a somebody's eye, and you could actually plug it into your head as an actual eye, and it works as an eye. And it has has value. It just has gold value. And
Poor Tuck. There's an
I didn't know
for him.
that's in the adventure either. I didn't even know it was we were missing an eye, so I thought that was extra funny when I saw that.
Should have kept an eye out for it.
Also, if you had so that glowing, glittering shell from the snail could have been broken up or tried to be intact or something. That could have been worth money if you'd have held on to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was it.
I had fun. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Cute
Sorry,
little
really
adventure.
yeah, I liked it. I'd be up for at some point in the future picking up Carlito again. I think it's some potential.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I want to, if I ever do tuck again, and gets past level 3, I want to do like dual hand crossbows.
Ooh.
Still use all the maneuver attacks with ranged stuff. It'd be hilarious.